So yeah, mermaids. Mermaids. What do they mean to me? The unknown, independence, beauty, feminine mystery. I have to have reasons to dream. I look for that everywhere. Hey everybody, happy Mermaid. Over at one of my favorite places in the world. Cold ocean just off of the one. And I think this would be a great way to kick off some mermaid lore and stories and all that. If you like that, I think we're going to have a good month together. Alright guys, here we go. Welcome to Mermaid. Each year I participate in some form or other in this challenge. It's an art challenge, and we draw mermaids, we paint mermaids. And in my case, I also make stories of them. And in recent years, I've also gotten into deeper dives. I just want to know more about them. I mean, why wouldn't you? They're so fascinating to me. Not unlike the feeling I get whenever I see the ocean. And this year, I wanted to maybe do the deepest dive I ever have, which is vlog about it, not just, put it on Instagram or... I love making paintings, but those paintings turn into stories, and from time to time I've made these films that I'm quite proud of, and the stories. But I'm increasingly intrigued by all of the legends that, came way before you and I, and why they endure, because they endure, It's such a fascinating world, this world here, this wild sea, it's bigger than any of us. I heard a saying, a kind of more modern saying. I think they had discovered this type of snail fish. It was like a crustaceous snail fish, and it was the deepest form of life they had discovered in the ocean. And somehow with this discovery, after they kind of crunched some numbers that I could never understand, they pretty much came up with a term that 80% of the ocean is undocumented. If the ocean can go this deep and support life, then there's about 80% that we don't know about. It's pretty wild. And then it has been remarked that we know more about the surface of Mars than we do about the bottom of the ocean. I don't know if they're half joking, but think about that. There is a lot out there that we don't know. And one of the things I love to explore about ghost stories and about legends and lore is I think it's a nice antidote to this world that we're in. This very modern world. Boy, the sand gets kind of deep. But this I find very inspiring, and I'm not really of the mind that we know everything and we're on the brink of knowing everything. Hey, Seagull. I've got a lot of friends here. All these seagulls. Well, I don't know if you can see them. There we go. Whoop. Yeah, so we have a lot of friends there. Yeah, there we go. Hey guys. They're on the other side of this little ocean river. They make every kind of sound too. I mean, sometimes you feel like they're saying hi, sometimes you feel like they're yelling at you, sometimes you feel like they're laughing at you. But anyway, I tend to take the conceit that in all the legends and lore, there's some truth to them. There may be a little bit of truth to them, there may be a lot of truth to them, but I've been told that I sometimes have the outlook of a small child on the world still, and people don't know why that is. And I think part of it is that this is where my mind goes. Well, how do we know that, this isn't real or that isn't real? What's the worst that could happen if you entertain that? I know people who they have to have everything proven to them. We all have that kind of eccentricity in some way, but that's not me. I have to have reasons to dream. I look for that everywhere. I find it makes me a better artist, it makes me a better writer, it makes me a better actor, a better documenter, what have you, better cook. And I certainly derive a lot of inspiration at this time of year as Mermaid comes along and the last twitching remains of winter are gone and the sun comes out. And while I always have a love-hate relationship with a complete clear sky and happy-looking world, nonetheless, Mermaid always it never ceases to bring my imagination back to enjoy this time of year. It starts with the flowers, the blossoms in spring, and then the mermaids of May. Mermaid. So I wanted to kick off this Mermaid with this kind of like introductory video. We'll see what I start painting when I get home. Of course, you're seeing it right now as I'm talking, which is kind of a fun little project that you have helped inspire, oh great viewer. Isn't this beautiful? I'm just getting so many turquoises and greens in there. I'll flip around to some B-roll after this, and you'll see that too. But it's gorgeous. I wasn't even sure if I was going to come out here at this time because I was like, well, it's not morning anymore. It's going to be really windy, but it's just perfect. I will in the near future look into getting like a little wireless mic to make the sound a little easier sometimes for you all. But this is just beautiful. It's funny, usually when I get here it's early morning and I can get across this little river here, but right now the tides really come in. I forgot about that. I'm not used to getting here in the middle of the day. But this is just spectacular. Ooh. So yeah, mermaids. What do they mean to me? The unknown, independence, beauty, feminine mystery, seduction, danger, freedom. And I love water. When I was a kid, my showers were like 10, 15 minutes long. I just loved being in water. Now they're about 3 to 6 minutes, ice cold. But there is just nothing like this world. I do love being at a beach town somewhere. I love stopping by and seeing all the memorabilia, the gift shops, getting out to the beach, having like a beach picnic, having some drinks with friends, getting deli sandwiches or something and being here. Some of my favorite things. And I thought, you know what? This time, this Mermaid, I want to just be out there. I want to get out there and enjoy this stuff constantly. And that's what we're going to do. And I intend to bring you a good bit of the moments that I spend here, because a lot of times with Mermaid, I end up holed up in my workspace, and I don't really get to make too much stuff. So I think that this will be this way to kind of bring these out. So we're going to spend a lot of time in the ocean. I hope you enjoy that. And yeah. So what can we expect? I'm going to be reading stories. I'm going to be writing stories. I'm going to be sharing some of my original stories with you. I may even go into some that I didn't make into videos from years ago and try to do that as well. Make some new movies. It's going to be a project, but I'm excited to get it going. I'll see you next time.